on the Monster.
Alrighty, good afternoon, monsters, and welcome to the Deep Dish. It's a special day, of course. I am joined by two gentlemen, very good-looking gentlemen, I'm just saying. They are prepared. They have come prepared for this special appearance here in the booth. We've got Crash and Adams.
We are here.
Yes, they are here, and they're so excited. I'm so excited to catch up with these gents. They're so fun, like with their music and everything, especially like with Hotel Party. There's also Good Side and all of those songs that you guys are probably familiar with, especially with their first volume that came out last year. So Crash and Adams, very unique names, combine it, of course, and you create a unique artist name. So I want to know, first of all, like, what is the history or origin story behind that name?
Definitely. So for those who don't know, it actually comes from a movie, and the movie is called Patch Adams.
I love that movie.
It's one of our favorite movies.
Mm.
I saw it a long time ago, and basically the whole premise, as you know, in this movie, it's about a doctor, and he heals people in the way he knows how, like not your traditional standard doctor who heals people, which is also cool.
Yeah.
But his way was by making people laugh, by making them
Yes.
feel happy,
Yeah.
by just giving them a good time in an unconventional way. For us, everything about us is, we have two things. We want to make sure that we inspire people and sort of lift them up. We call it like raising their vibration. And B, everything about us is unconventional. The way we've gotten into the music industry, the way we've gone about promoting our music,
Yeah.
it's all been unconventional. So what a better way to portray that message than Crash Adams.
For sure. And you mentioned unconventional. So like how exactly did you guys like get this whole profession or journey
Well.
started?
For speaking unconventional,
Yeah.
we used to bring a red couch into the middle of the street,
Yeah, that's
and we wore
right.
suits while we did it. So I think that's pretty
Ah.
unconventional in itself.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about that was, of course, for us, it was a way for us to promote our music. We put our music behind it.
Mhm.
But at the same time, there would be people around us watching this happen. And we noticed as we did it time and time again,
Mhm.
smiles on their faces. Everyone's laughing. Everyone's filming and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And it just felt like this like party pretty much in the street.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it always felt like, even when it was empty on the street, all of a sudden we brought the red couch in the middle and there's people there.
Yeah,
Right?
I like that, and no one's ever really. We've always been met with nothing but smiles, and to me, that's what we want. Like, everyone's always so serious, so if we can
True.
bring a little bit of fun and happiness to the world, that's what we want to do.
I love that. That is a great, branding of Crash Adams because it's so true. A lot of people are so serious. A lot of people are stressed in life.
Yeah,
And so when they listen to your music, it's kind of like how it was described in your website, actually. It was kind of it carries the same mood boosting power as a hit of pure dopamine, which
Cool.
is true
Cool.
because it's always so upbeat and it's always very happy. And I also want to know, you mentioned the red couch as well, and this was one of your grandmother's couches.
yeah, it was my grandmother.
So how did that idea come about, actually?
so pretty much it was in. So my uncle had a studio in Toronto, and he had this couch that was
Mhm.
my grandmother's. They ended up moving it into the studio. Before we started it all, we'd always be going to the studio, making music, and every single time somebody walked into the studio, the first comment they would make is, "Oh, what a cool couch! What a cool couch!" And like everybody noticed it at all times, and it was fitting because like most of the time we were hanging out in the room with a red couch. These guys taking naps on the couch, mostly taking naps.
Fun
It
fact.
never worked.
Sorry to interrupt. But fun fact about the couch.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. It is not comfortable.
Yeah,
It's
it's not.
not
It really isn't.
Continue. Sorry.
But it does look
Yeah,
great.
it looks great.
Looks great. So like
Mhm.
a lot of the conversations and just everything about the studio always gravitated towards this red couch. One day we took a photo shoot on it when we
Mhm.
were just starting out, and right there when we took that photo shoot, we were like, you know what? Why don't we bring it around to different places? Just because like it kind of felt like a part of us. It felt like a part of our story. It felt like a part of our music. So we started doing it, and everything was always music first. We
Mhm.
always did this because we were promoting our music, because we were musicians, and just to kind of bring eyes to it. And it became a thing, and it caught on, and people started knowing us because of this red couch. I actually have a tattoo of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And that's also like your merch now. Like it's a hoodie
Yeah.
with like a red couch. And
Yep.
that became your signature, which is
Exactly.
awesome because it's kind of like brand recall,
Yeah.
Rin, for your artistry and your music.
Mhm.
So like is that red couch still existing today in the studio?
Still exists.
Still
does,
alive?
Still
Yeah.
does. We
Maybe
couldn't
you
bring
need-
the original to
Oh.
the Philippines,
Yeah.
but we're taking applications for red couches. So
Maybe you should change up like the cushion so it's a little bit comfier.
Yeah.
Also.
You know what? I think it's a spring situation.
Yeah,
I don't
you
think
know
it's.
what?
Ah.
it's not comfortable, but it looks great. So
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, is that something? So, because you put that couch out and then that became something that was so, linked to your name, that's almost like a social media strategy because it's kind of just like so repetitive and everything. Is that
Mhm.
something that you could also recommend, like in social media for people who want to get out there? Should they find something and then do something repetitive in that way too?
I think first things first.
Mhm.
If you're a musician,
Mhm.
you need to make sure that your music is 10 out of 10.
That is true.
You have to love
Yeah.
it. It's got to feel like a representation of you.
Mhm.
Once you have that, it's definitely recommended to find something that sticks out that can be your brand. For us,
Yeah.
we wear suits all the time. We have the red couch. I wear the sunglasses. He doesn't.
And
Right.
but like to
Never.
mention I know sometimes I'm actually out there and my eyes are burning and people still won't let me
It's
put it
no
on.
choice.
It's not
Still
allowed.
won't let me put it on. But I also like want to make sure that people know like this is us.
Yeah.
Like it needs to feel like you. It can't be something that you're gonna fake
Mhm.
because if you're faking it, people will know and
Yep.
they'll tell. And so, but you will see, like, let's say you tried 100 different ideas on social
Yeah.
media and then 5 of the ideas do well. You probably should, if the ideas that do well are related to your music or like related to what you want to accomplish, continue to do those ideas and continue to do similar ways of those ideas because that's probably what will start to do well over and over and over and over again. For us though, although the red couch videos were great and they started off really well, at first people didn't know that we were musicians. They thought we were just two guys that were bringing a red couch in the middle of the street.
Podcasters.
Yeah, like
Furniture company.
whatever. Yeah, furniture company, movers, whatever you want to
Gotta
call
do
it.
this a lot.
But it wasn't until we started actually showing people that we were musicians as well within that niche of like public prank style videos
Yeah.
that people caught on and started listening to our music.
Ah,
Mhm.
okay. Have you guys considered doing a TED Talk?
Well, they actually hit us. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Something to
Ted,
consider.
Hey.
if you guys are listening,
Yeah.
definitely
I'm
hit us.
down. I'm
Yeah.
down.
Definitely.
Anything
Oh
to
my
motivate
goodness.
people. Honestly, anything to
100%.
inspire people, to help people. That's what we want to do.
It's definitely oozing the energy here. Like it's very supportive. It's very
Thank
and it's very cheerful. Also having you guys on here. And so you guys were childhood friends growing up in Toronto. And I want to know then, since you guys have known each other for quite some time, how
long.
would you, no pressure, but how would you guys describe each other? So like Crash to Adams, Adams to Crash.
Let's get it straight. We had no choice.
Why was that?
No, I'm joking. No, because our parents are best friends, so they're trying to
Oh,
like
my God, that's
go ahead and play.
awesome.
Mhm.
Oh
Go
my
ahead and play.
goodness.
But
Take
I
all
don't know
of
if I had to explain this guy. He's always late. He never wakes up. Or no, I'm joking. No, you know what? Like just to put it in a nutshell, I've said this before. He knows. So like,
Mhm.
if I was looking for someone to be partners in this venture of Crash
Mhm.
Adams in this journey, this is the guy to do it. He's determined. He'll work as hard as possible. He'll do whatever it takes. And I'm sure he's going to say the exact same thing about me, right?
Literally. No, seriously, like all jokes aside, it's the same sentiment. I've had this conversation like off air or with other people, and they're like, okay, so what's the dynamic between you and Adams? And for me, it's like, if there's somebody that's gonna go into battle with you, I know that we're dying together in battle. At the end of the day,
But we're not.
like at the end of the day, if we're going to do every single thing, there's no other option.
Mm.
There's no other option for any of us, and we're gonna do what it takes and work as hard as we possibly can to do that. And we do it differently.
Mhm.
Like he's the guy that's literally always going,
Uh-huh.
and he doesn't have an off switch. Whereas like sometimes like for me, like I need to take some certain I don't know, creative releases or whatever it may be
Gotcha.
to make sure that I'm focused on it. But it works really well. We're opposites. We're actually opposites.
I mean, but it works.
Yeah,
It
it
works
works.
for you guys. That's amazing.
It's actually funny because every time I'm actually turning the off switch off, which was like never, but yesterday, for example, we had a flight to Manila.
Yeah.
And I was like, listen, I haven't really slept well for the last 2 days. I was like, you need to talk about this. I was like, I can't do it. And then sometimes it'll happen the other way around. But
yeah, I told him we need to talk about it, and then I fell
And
asleep.
then-
I'll
right.
talk to you in an hour.
But on that point too, there's also the times where, for example, if he's feeling stressed about something,
Mhm.
I'll feel amazing about it,
Mhm.
and we'll kind of be able to talk each other through these things. So it really works
Definitely.
all
That's
the time.
awesome. I love that. So literal ride or die, but no dying.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope.
Got it.
Exactly.
So who's more in charge of like, writing the lyrics, doing the arrangement? Do you guys have that sorted out, or it's more of a collaboration?
We have our moments. Like it all depends on what it is. Like sometimes I'll start an idea. Sometimes Vince will start an idea. Sometimes, when I say Vince, for those who don't know, Raph. That's my real name. That's his real name as well. Adams is Vince and Crash is Raph. But yeah, so sometimes he'll start an idea. Sometimes I'll start an idea. I'm more on the lyrical side. He's
Got
more on the music side.
Mhm.
But we do cross over and we do bounce ideas off each other all the time.
Oh, okay. All right. But again, it's just kind of just like, especially with you guys knowing each other so well for so long. It's like you know each other's quirks when it comes
For
to
sure.
doing the
For sure.
musical production. And so you guys put out really cheerful, upbeat songs like I mentioned earlier. So like how could you distinguish or describe your sound compared to other pop songs?
I would say, I think what I've heard a lot of, and like we don't really try to put a name put ourselves in a box of like we make happy music or we make this, we make that.
Mhm.
But that seems to be what others have told us. What we've heard is that when we listen to your music, we feel happy, we feel inspired, we feel like we want to go out and do great, which is great. And like we don't try to do that. It's just how we are right now.
It's a representation of who we are. Like I feel like we're both very upbeat people.
Mhm.
We look at things in a positive way,
Mhm.
no matter what. Sometimes people get mad at me because they're like, "Why do you keep finding solutions? And why are you always so happy and positive?" I'm just like, well, like there's no other choice. It's either you take things, you be happy or upbeat or try and come with solutions, or else just you could be negative, right? And it feels better
Mhm.
to be happy.
If I had to describe it though,
Absolutely.
I would use the word fun.
Yeah.
I would use the word fun and I
True,
would use
yeah.
the word emotional at the same
Mhm.
time, because that's what we love. We love music that's fun. We love music that's melodic.
Mhm.
We love music that's catchy
Mhm.
and emotional. It gives you
I like making music that it feels like it could be heard in a stadium.
yeah.
Anthemic,
Yeah.
but still fun.
Yeah, that makes a lot of
Right.
sense
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
It's like, especially with a crowd like hotel.
You know what I mean?
I get it. I
Like
can
that's-
imagine it. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you guys have that moment too when everyone sings along.
Again,
Oh, that's gonna be so much fun. So when you debuted like at volume 1 of Crashing Into Your Living Room, how was that finally like? Oh, like finally we got an EP. Like what was that moment like for you guys when you finally launched that first volume?
It was from the beginning. When we came up with the name Crash Adams, we always used to say, people are going to say, crashing into your living room, here's Crash Adams. Crashing right into your living room, here's Crash Adams. The first time we ever heard it, it was like told you, we knew it. And the fact that, and we always said, like, we always want our EPs to be, because of that, we want it to be Crashing Into Your Living Room Volume 1, Crashing Into Your Living Room Volume 2. And like, why the living room? Because like the living room is a place where people come together. It's a place where families come together. It's a place where strangers come together. It's a place where you watch TV and you get inspired, etc. Whatever it may be, it all happens in the living room. And the fact that we got to put out our first body of work exactly like we said we would, because some people say it and then you go through it and you go through the process and then things change or whatever it may be. That was satisfying to me, is probably the word I would use.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, and the EP, it has everything we were talking about before. Like, it has the fun songs, it has the anthemic songs,
Mhm.
and it has the emotional songs as well.
Yeah.
So it all came together nicely.
And then for volume 2, which is coming out later this year, the first release was Hotel Party,
Yes.
as I have demoed earlier.
Yes. Yeah.
It's so funny because I actually wasn't really paying attention to lyrics the first time I heard it. And then I looked up the lyrics and I was like, this is such a funny song. Oh my God. Like, it's not necessarily a hotel party with a lot of people, it's a hotel party for 2.
You just
That's
outed
so-
us. You just
Yeah.
outed us.
Hey, that's what makes it fun to listen
That's
to.
funny.
It's like, I did not realize.
You know, you're the first person that's ever caught on and said that
Oh,
in an interview, which is, hey, I'm not mad about it.
I'm not
deep.
mad
it's,
about it.
it's fun for everyone. It's fun for everyone. For people who might not listen to lyrics,
Yeah.
they're happy about it. And for the people who listen to the lyrics, they have that. It's almost like a, what's it, innuendo is
Yeah,
what they
yeah.
call it.
Yeah, for sure. And it's just like, because I was like, okay, what? Because I was wondering, like, what is it about the hotel party? Like, I was trying to figure out, oh, what's the scene?
Yeah, there's actually a meaning to it. It's not just like a mindless everybody throw their hands up
Right,
in the air kind of
right.
song.
Because it's like
Yeah.
people will just probably sing the hotel party part, but not know exactly what hotel party it's talking about.
At the end of the day, for our music and anyone's music, it's literally how you know, what do you call it? Interpret it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right? So
For those of you who don't know, who weren't thinking about it, go take a look.
Look
at
it
the
up.
lyrics.
There you go. There you go.
But also, what's really cool about this this song is that you guys had a music video for it,
Mhm.
and then you partnered with the Dubai Tourism Board
Yes.
to shoot it. So, oh my goodness, that would have been like, that's really, like, for me in my head, that's really awesome. But for you guys actually shooting it, how was it like shooting a hotel party in Dubai?
Listen, we went outside at like 1 a.m. and it was hot, but we had a great time.
I
We had a
can
great
imagine. Oh
It
my
was a great
goodness.
I don't know. For us, the fact that we get to live our dream and like be in all these cool places. Right now, it's Manila. Like this wasn't on. I would have never known that I was coming here. If you asked me last year, I would have never told you.
Mhm.
But yeah, we're gonna be in Manila talking about how we shot a hotel party music video in Dubai.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
And it's just like, it's surreal and it's motivating and it's like little me is like, would be so proud if little me would be so proud of older me if he knew
Aw.
what we were going to accomplish.
I love that. Yeah, for sure. It's like it's the trajectory really of like where you've been, where you're going now. And if you could film like another song and you could choose a location, like where would you guys want to go next? So you can like manifest it into the universe.
I would like to shoot a music video in space.
Ooh, that's possible. They're
Mhm.
shooting films in space,
Yeah.
so music
That's-
video. That's
that's-
next in line.
Cool. Damn. Well, I'm gonna one up you.
Where?
We're gonna shoot it on the moon,
Also possible.
which is in space. But I'm talking a specific planet. Yeah, I'm being specific.
Yeah, I mean, like that is very plausible in our lifetime.
Mhm.
It is happening.
Astronauts on the moon.
Astronauts on the moon.
That
That'd
could be the
crazy.
song.
That'd be
There was
crazy.
a
Yeah.
song called Astronauts.
Yeah, there we
Floating on the
go.
moon.
There we go. Instead of just a green screen, you guys are
Right.
actually floating.
We're there.
That's awesome. All right, so Elon Musk, if you guys are listening,
Imagine we got a DM. We got a DM.
it's like, hey, we want you
That'd be
to
good.
be in the
That'd be
moon.
Do it tomorrow.
That's awesome. Okay, so the moon in space. That's
That'd be
awesome.
cool.
So what else can we expect from Volume 2 then? Because it is coming out later this year. And Hotel Party did come out. We have it also here on the Monster. So what's the other vibes of the EP?
Well, I mean, we have a song called 8 Days coming out on August 23rd, so that's gonna be pretty cool.
Oh
Yep.
my goodness. That's exciting.
And that's one of our favorite songs that we've been a part of, and it's like, it's unbelievable. It's when we were writing that song, it was like, it's quirky. It's like, it's a perfect example of like quirky. It's a love song,
Mhm.
and at the same time, it's fun. It's upbeat. It's like, it's pop music that everybody will love.
Mhm.
We have a couple songs we have another song kind of similar to Hot Water ish.
Yeah.
sorry, not hot water. Ish. Similar to hotel party ish.
Yeah.
It's called hot water.
Yep. There you go.
And
Didn't
like,
expect
okay.
it.
hot water bracket jacuzzi. When you hear it, you'll be like jacuzzi,
Yeah.
jacuzzi. It's really good. So it's like
Ah,
more of like a funk,
nice.
fun party style.
For sure.
We have some upbeat melodic stuff as well.
Mhm.
All that makes us is what we're giving more of.
And I mean,
we love it.
if people don't want to wait, we might just be playing it in the Philippines.
Oh my God, say more.
We might just be playing it in
But
the
definitely
Philippines.
stay tuned
That's
on the 23rd. You're gonna love it. 8
All
days.
right, 23rd, Monsters. Especially you guys are fans. Stay tuned for more announcements from Crash Adams. Now we are nearing the end of the interview, but also, have you tried any of the food here yet in the Philippines? You guys just arrived yesterday, was it, or this morning?
Ooh, we arrived last night.
Uh-huh.
The first thing I was greeted with, which I absolutely love because we have it in Canada,
Mhm.
was the dried mangoes.
Ooh,
Love
yes.
those. And I heard that the Filipino mangoes are like some of the best in the world.
Is that
So
a
Bar
thing?
none,
yeah,
yeah.
it's a
Mango,
thing. It's a
the mango.
thing.
Would I have a mango smoothie or juice? Or something?
You had a mango.
Yes.
You had a mango smoothie today.
That
and
was
he was raving
top
about
tier.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so
You
like
guys
a
will
mango a day here, 4 mangoes a day. Let's
I'm taking the mangoes.
yeah.
bring
What's,
home some.
what would you recommend? What would you recommend?
Oh no! Now I'm in the hot seat. What should we recommend, Monster Team? We have dried mangoes that they've tried. Halo halo. You could try
Halo-halo, what's
halo
that?
halo. That's like a dessert. So it
Cool.
has like some mung beans. It's in
Nice.
like evaporated milk and crushed ice. It's really, really good. There's like sweet beans and ube and leche flan, which is like custard.
Cool.
And just like,
Love that.
if you guys want just like a really good
Halo-halo?
Filipino, just halo halo.
I also need
There
to
we
try
go.
Jollibees. I need to try Jollibees.
They're everywhere. So there's a drive-through.
definitely.
Yeah, you should. It's a lot of there's a lot of really cool stuff to try out here, and I'm sure you guys are gonna enjoy and have your fill literally
For sure.
of all the
For
food
sure.
and I guess the culture here as well.
Yeah.
So before I go, I am doing a segment today from the group chat, and the prompt is: if you could win a gold medal for anything in life, what would it be for?
A gold medal for anything in life.
Yeah, it can be funny.
Anything.
It can be annoying or like something like
ahead.
a quirk that you have or what is it?
I gotta think of something funny because I'm thinking like the
No
World Cup,
pressure.
or soccer, or something like that.
Soccer would be a cool
Soccer.
gold medal.
Hey,
Okay, I would say I've never been a fast runner, so I've always wondered what it would be like to be a fast runner. So I'm just gonna say the 100-meter sprint.
I know exactly.
100
what
meter
mine is.
sprint.
Okay.
That's what I could
So
do.
I'm Canadian
Uh-huh.
and I've never played hockey in my life. Let's get a gold medal for playing hockey.
Okay. All right.
And
Hockey.
if we're talking serious, I probably would say the same gold medal for inspiring people. That's
There you go.
definitely if we're
Ooh.
talking serious, that's definitely what I would say.
All right. Yeah. And your music and your energy, you guys, Crash Adams. It's just like, it's just so fun to talk to you guys. It does exude in this show. And I've had so much fun talking to you guys.
Same here.
as
Same here.
well.
We've had a great
And
time.
educating monsters on what hotel party means. that was
funny.
that
That's
was
good.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
Awesome. So before we go, once again, invite the monsters for your updates on August 23rd, and then also for your second volume.
Definitely.
well.
We're actually even playing. We're even playing. Yeah, we're playing at Trinoma on Saturday
Ooh,
at
nice.
6 p.m. That's gonna be great.
We'll have a few
So,
surprises too. which
We'll
will
have
be
some
pretty,
surprises.
Oh my
It's gonna be
goodness.
epic. So if you're around Trinoma, you want to see us play a show?
That's
come through.
right. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Crash Adams,
Yeah.
for joining me on the show this afternoon. It's been lovely. It's been so much fun. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your time here and just keep inspiring people.
Thank you.
Really.
Thank you very much.
So much fun. So with that, we'll go back to more music. But of course, we are going to play Hotel Party for all you
Nice.
monsters. We're only here on The Monster.
Pineapple pie in the pool, you my passion fruit. We mix that grain with the goose till the night comes through. Then we go slip and slide it. Downtown attention keep climbing. Cause we on vacation, ain't got time to lose.